Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'll try and show you these horses as they go past, but I don't want to... Hopefully you've seen that. Today's video is going to be vloggy style because the missus isn't here with me and she usually does all the camera work and she's great at it, you know, but today vloggy style and a new series. I'm a massive history buff. I've always been a massive history buff. And I promise I have hair, it's just the lighting. I have a National Trust membership, so I thought I'd show you around some of these places because I'm looking in the viewfinder, I'm being silly, because it's some of these places are beautiful and they're well worth a visit. Now it can be expensive. I would only get the membership if you really enjoy it like me and my fiance do. But yeah, I'm going to show you around. Welcome to Tynsfeild. Now it says it opens at 10 and I'm up here a bit early, but I'm hoping I can miss the rain, get around it and film for a few hours, but I need to pay anyway. In this real creative mood for the past few days, so I thought I'm going to come out here and I'm going to do this, rain or shine. I don't have a stabilizer for the camera, so it might be shaky. My girlfriend's fiance is so much better at doing this than I am. But, yeah, rain or shine, we're going to do this. Now it says it opens at 10. I'm hoping I can get in. So interestingly enough, they filmed a Doctor Who episode here. I'm like the biggest Doctor Who nerd on the planet, but it's called Hyde with Matt Smith's Doctor, and I forget what happens. I haven't seen it in a while, but they only recently sent me a magazine which had all the things in it, which is really cool. So we're about 8 miles, I think, outside of Bristol. It's between Bristol and Nailsea, Clevedon way. There's another National Trust place which we'll do in the future called Clevedon Court, which is out this way, but this is at Tynsfeild and it's not that far. If you live in Bristol, it's definitely worth a visit because it's, well, as I said, 8 miles. It's not far at all. Last time I came here though, it was nice and sunny. It's not so sunny and bright now. But I've got to hold it with both hands to stabilise it. I love just walking around these massive gardens with all these pretty flowers and trees and whatnot. Now in the summer it would look way better. This is the autumn. Squirrel! Squirrel! originally it was just a Georgian house, if it focuses, but the Gibbs family, who I believe still own it, turned it more into like a gothic sort of look, like a more medieval look to it. Now Georgian architecture, I'm not going to go into architecture because I know you probably find that boring, but it's very popular around this area, especially if you go to Bath, which I will do a fave places on Bath, but yeah, very big in Bath. And it was never meant to be this big show off of wealth and superiority or anything like that. Look into the camera, not the viewfinder. It was just meant to be a family home. And I think, how cool is it that they filmed Doctor Who here? Just look at a house like this and you just can imagine how the other half lived. So like in the Victorian times, I'm obviously going to take you into the house, but then they'll explain more there, and then I'll probably do a voiceover with a bit more information. But it's such a beautiful place, and you know, it's definitely, as I said, definitely worth a visit. I love a good bit of topiary, and I love I think is it devil's ivy that's climbing up the side of the house. That's very pretty. And there is, so I do know from my last visit that up there is a chapel. They built a chapel on the side of the house and then have this sort of art corridor that takes you into the chapel, which you'll see a bit later in the video. And then that has been closed, but today was the first day it's been opened. I'm not sure how long it was closed for, but lucky me. I know this might be surprising to some because I've mainly done music sort of content on the channel, but I'm looking to move away. Well, I'm still going to do music stuff, but the channel's going to be more focused on me and the area around me. Like I've got this fancy camera that we went in on together. I can start filming much higher quality stuff, and it's so much fun. And it's like a passion project of mine to be creative and make these videos, and that's just what I want to do. I'm probably going to change the name of the channel as well, but I will always still do the music stuff because music is like my favourite thing in the world. This was the main hall. It was busier than I intended, but it was absolutely beautiful. I love an old grandfather clock, and I love these gothic style arches, very reminiscent of like a church, like you'd say the front of the church. I've always loved medieval paintings. I think that's obviously the Mother Mary, and if I ever won the lottery, I would get a medieval portrait of myself done. But anyway, very beautiful main hallway. I call it a hallway. It's like an entrance hall or something. Now, unfortunately, I lost some clips, but we moved, and I'm going to now show you the upstairs of the house. Yeah, it was very busy. So, this bedroom may not look as old as you might think. I think I said in the clip that the last time they were living here was 1979. Now, 1979 is not a long time ago. I think she said this house was built in like the 15th century. I might have gotten that wrong, I can't remember. But it was definitely like a good 200, 300, 400 years ago. I forget, but yeah, that's why, like, you can see the sink is almost brand new. It's modern, at least. And some of these houses, you know, aren't upkept. This is the archway I was telling you about that leads into the chapel area. Now, they have a sort of like one-way system in the house, obviously because of COVID, I assume, but it takes you through the archway, which is what they called it, into the chapel and then out back by the car park. Look, massive mirror, another great grandfather clock. You're obviously a big fan of them. The clip goes wonky here, I'm not sure what happened, but the Gibbs family, who owned this place, they made their fortune selling fertilizer. They would import fertilizer from Peru and they would sell it around the UK. Now, I thought fertilizer was just horse poo and mud and but apparently fertilizer from Peru is very profitable, and apparently it's not the Gibbs family anymore, I don't think, but there is another company that took over what they were doing and still sells that fertilizer in the UK. But some of these rooms, I mean, this is another bedroom, and it's just stunning. I can't believe it. You know, you look at my bedroom. If I ever win the lottery, I want this sort of vintage extravagance, because that's what the chapel used to look like. Loads of old books. Unfortunately, one of the clips that were lost was the library. There's a Bible, and I believe if you read that there, it tells you what the chapter is open up to is. Can't speak, but absolutely beautiful house. Again, these stained glass windows are amazing. Very, very beautiful. This is their main chapel. They were so rich they had a church built on the side of their house. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And I go into old dirt churches. Like when I was in Cyprus, I went into an old church that was beautiful, but absolutely stunning church. And I am a religious man, so you know it does hold significance for me. Like the first time I went there, I did have a pray. Sat down and prayed. Hopefully I've done the voiceover. I haven't edited it yet. But what a beautiful house, and you can only imagine. What is that? Oh, it's some sort of plant. It looks like a rabbit. So anyway, beautiful house. You can only imagine how the other half lived. Now I probably said it in the overdub, but I think she said they were last living there in 1979. So the same year The Wall, Pink Floyd came out. So you know, it's not too old. Gonna head back to the car now, as you know, it starts to get busier and the rain's coming. Fantastic video to film, more on the way. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Oops, there's my chin.